Hi everybody, let us discuss ICL step by step. First of all, we start by ICL loading into its special cartilage. I prefer to use its special forceps. It's special MST designed to handle the ICL in a fine maneuver. I prefer even to use PSS and mix or a mix of PSS and visco, filling its cartilage, handling it and changing my hand and starting to pull it into the nozzle of the cartilage. Now try to catch your ICL, not so hard, not so soft, and try to pull your cartilage, fixing your MST in its place. Now our ICL in its nozzle. I will refill the nozzle with missile to be sure it's devoid of air or any air bubbles. There is a special injector for ICL. You use a cotton tipped plunger to be put into its special cartilage, but be sure to hear a click to be sure it's in its proper position. Now you will need to put your cartilage into the injector. You need some pushing, some mild pushing and some mild pressure on its tip. Advance it, rotate to the left, and a click should be done. Now we are ready to inject the ICL in its place. I prefer to finish these steps of ICL preparation before entering the eye. Now it's time to open the eye. Here I use ordinary keratome 2.2. It's not the size recommended for ICL implantation, but for that moment I prefer to keep the tooth chamber tight and full of viscoelastic without losing it. Now AC filling with visco. Missile is preferred, but be careful not to overfill the AC. Notice it's not a cataract operation. You have the normal human lens in its place, so you haven't much space. Ordinary side ports are done. Now it's my preferred time to widen the normal wound to 2.8 to 3 millimeters to be adequate and efficient for ICL implantation. With these new designs of ICL, you have central hole, so it's avoiding increasing intraocular pressure after surgery. I prefer to use a spatula, a blunt spatula, and slowly injecting the ICL in its place, waiting it for the anterior part to be unfolding and then the posterior part. Refill the anterior chamber with visco, don't lose it. You can even use a special spatula, come with the ICL set, starting with 6 o'clock haptics or lens part to be put under the iris. Again, you can fill the AC with visco to keep it filled with visco and never lose your ICL. Now you can rotate the ICL in place, adjusting the other haptics, trying to manipulating in the periphery, not into the central part or the optic of the ICL. Now it's important to remove all the visco from the AC, trying not to leave any remnant of visco. and even your ordinary IA can be used mechanically to make some massage to the iris to get it into magnetic state. I prefer not to use chemicals like myotics. Sometimes I found it could induce some inflammatory reaction in some patients, so I prefer to make it more naturally and more mechanically. Here you can see a pointer pointing to the central of the ICL, just in the center of the eye, uh, which have which start to make its function, uh, making or permitting the aqueous passing from the posterior chamber into the anterior chamber. I always leave the eye on a hyper pressure or a high pressure, not to be leaked after surgery. Thank you for watching.